When it comes to rising to the top in any field, there is one factor, one crucial ingredient you can never overlook: preparation. This is no different in the field of athletics, where the manner of preparation you put both in and out of competition can have a huge bearing on your performance, whether you kick on to the next level and surpass your previous limits, or you stagnate. Today we join two of the most promising young sprinters in Dominica at this time, both at crucial points in their careers, making the most of their conditions in their pursuit of greatness on the track.
Hi, I'm Floyd Pond, I'm 19 years old, and I specialize in the 100 and 200 meter dash.
I'm Danielson Mahutia, and I'm 18 years old. I'm a 100 meters and 200 meter sprinter.
Dominica is a small island state in the Caribbean, just approaching 40 years independence and home to no more than 70,000 people at present. Access to training facilities have been a long-standing issue for athletes in this nature isle, however, although there is a renewed urgency from local authorities to solve this. As we speak, Dominica lacks even the most basic synthetic track and field facilities and electronic finish links and measurement systems that have been long standard in international athletics. That issue was compounded on September 18, 2017, when Hurricane Maria struck a devastating blow to the island, causing damage estimated at over 200% of gross domestic product. Sporting facilities were not spared, with Dominica's national stadium, Windsor Park, being one of the worst affected. It remains unusable to athletes to this day as restoration works continue. Dominican athletes have a knack for pushing above their weights, however, and it was never more evident than in April of this year when triple jumpers Tia Lafour, bronze, and Yordanis Garcia Silva claimed the country's first medals in history at the 2018 Commonwealth Games in Australia. Roll back the clock just one more year, and it was budding sprinter Danielson Mahutia earning an historic silver at the Commonwealth Youth Games in the Bahamas, just weeks after narrowly missing out on a podium spot at the World Youth Championships in Nairobi, Kenya. Dominican athletes embrace the challenge, and here we find them making the most of what's available to them at the scenic Botanic Gardens.
Today is plyometric day. It's filled with jumps and a lot of technical drills to improve our strength and our coordination. But today is a rainy day, so we'll be staying under the shelter and doing most of the drill and doing what's possible because we are a bit limited as it's raining today.
Days like this are not pretty frequent, as we're in the hurricane season. So we just try our best and make do with what we have. Today was supposed to be plyometric, as you mentioned. It's basically working on our technique, our jumps. So basically, due to the weather conditions, we'll have to settle for some basic strength work and skipping to keep our fitness up.
Both Mahutia and Pond would have trained here week in, week out for most of their short sprinting careers. But what is it like training at the Botanic Gardens?
Well, this ground is not the best ground to say as it's not very leveled. There's a lot of potholes every now and then, and as it's a botanical garden, there's a lot of big trees with their roots extending all along the field, so sometimes we get dirt when we don't see roots and we end up tripping over them sometimes. So these are what we have to look out for, and when it rains it gets very slippery and soggy. Most of the time it cancels what we're supposed to do for that training day. But other than that, it has grass, and we are fortunate and we are thankful that we have somewhere to train.
I don't want to downgrade my island, but training overseas has been a lot better in terms of facilities. I spent a few months in Antigua after the passing of Hurricane Maria, and that's where I really got a lot of technical work in. I got the real feel of the track, I could say. Which here we just only have grass. Grass training is excellent for resistance, but when the real speed work comes in, this is when you need the track. It's what other islands have provided for me. But I'm just grateful that even with the little I have, I'm still I can still perform at the top level and go toe-to-toe with some of the best in the world in my age group.
It has given me a sense of purpose, and it serves as a sense of motivation, seeing that what I've accomplished with very little in terms of facilities and equipment. So every day I come here, instead of complaining, I just train. I make the most of what I have, because I know somebody's out there is always training and they have like the best of the facilities. Some are more fortunate than me, but it's all about what you as an athlete put in. At the end of the day, it's not always about how much you have, so it's all about what you put in. So I come out here, what my coach gives me, I do everything, and I just train hard and make the most out of these grounds that I have.
But despite these less than ideal conditions, these two athletes still have clear goals in mind.
My goals for the off-season are pretty simple. It's, in one sentence, it's to get faster, stronger and more effective in my run. What else I try to do for the next upcoming season is apply for a junior college in the States where I could further my training and my talent.
I just want to make the most of Dominica right now, because in terms of strength and endurance, it's one of the best places to train because of its hills. So I'll make the most out of that and then go next year and hope to stay injury free and get a great season.
So as we've seen from these two athletes, the conditions they face are no reason not to put their absolute best effort into improving their craft. Their circumstances may not be ideal at the moment, but that certainly doesn't limit their ambition.
Talent is like a plant. You have to nurture it, because if not nurtured, it will winter and die. So no matter the circumstance, take care of your talent. Take care of your talent.
The program.